I want to give all praises to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders and the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone GMS who teach us this truth from where I learned from. They labor night and day. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the 1/3. Peace and salutations to all the men at Great Millstone GMS that goes out on the highways and hedges, make videos, getting this word out by any means necessary, because we are looking for the hopeful elect. The window is still open for salvation. We are in Jacob's trouble. So we are looking for the hopeful elect, the 144,000, the remnant. Peace and salutations to all the Akim and to all the Aqua who are listening in silence. And peace and salutations to all the remnant that might look like these other nations, but they are of the 144,000 hopeful elect. Shalom. All right, we're going to get right into this scene. And God willing, hopefully, this lesson is edifying to all the Akim. I was thinking about this scene all day because it has a lot of jewels in it.
Better medicine? I'll get us something to eat. I'll meet you back here.
What do you need? Beautiful. They outgrow the asthma, supposedly. And this shit too is magic for my kid. Thank you. Honey? Honey? Where's mommy? Karen! Karen!
And what I want to go into in this video, this is basically where we are at right now. We are in Jacob's trouble. We are at the beginning of Jacob's trouble. But it's about to soon start getting worse. Now, if you've seen in this clip that just happened, you've seen that the man was looking at that woman. He was stalking her. He was stalking that woman. He was looking at, this is the opportunity for him to do what he was made to do. See, what people have a hard problem, we try to tell them is that You got people out here that are created for vengeance. You got people out here created to do good. And you got people that just gotta scoff and whatever. Everybody's playing their role, playing their lot. What we're doing at GMS, we are playing the role of warning. And we're warning for who? For the hopeful elect. This ain't for everybody. This is for the hopeful elect. So if you made it this far, you might as well just stick around and stay in your lot of doing the right thing. Because if you don't, you will be fall by the wayside. So, just as you see right here, he's with his wife and children, and he's trying to get stuff settled, get medicine for his kids, and then all this stuff is going on. And imagine you are with kids, family and everything. If you don't have Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with you, you're going to fail miserably. Now, if you look at this, see, his wife was about to be ravaged. About to be ravaged. And if you don't know what that is, that means she was about to be taken over by those two men. And they was going to have their way with her. This is Isaiah chapter 13. And this is verse 16. And it reads, "The children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished." Ravished means raped. So, when you think about that scene right there, if it wasn't for her dear husband, which all you women feel that you don't need a man. And see, that's going to be the problem. All you women feel you just don't need a man. So since you don't need a man, I hope you're good at martial arts and fighting people off. And hunting and all that stuff. Because you're going to need a man in that day. Because you women are at ease. You can still call upon 911. You can still go to the store. What are you going to do when all that stuff is away? You won't be able to do it at all. You will have to deal with the consequences of that. You wasted your time not looking for a man of the Lord. Because only a man of the Lord will be saved. And only a man of the Lord that has this knowledge. The Father is not saving men that are going to be useless. He's not going to be saving men that do not understand His word. A man is not coming into the system sleeping with other men's wives. A man is not coming in the system holding grudges and fighting with one another. And that's not happening in the kingdom. All that stuff will be cleansed out. The only thing that we'll be going over is that we will be ruling over these Edomites and these other nations. Let me go bring out another scripture. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 4, and it reads, "Take ye heed every one of his neighbor, and trust ye not in any brother, for every brother will utterly supplant, and every neighbor will walk with slander." So by saying that, if you're really not understanding that, even people that are close to you are going to turn against you in so many words. That's why it says every one of his neighbor. Now, it could be your little neighbor. It could be a childhood friend. It could be a family member. It says, ye not and any brother. To call someone your brother, it's going to be close. And you might have some of your own people hearing this truth. That when stuff gets hard, they say, oh, I won't do that, I won't do this. You never know. That's why you got to pray every day for your brothers to be strong, for your elders, for your bishops to be strong. Because you don't know how things may turn out in that time. When the Heavenly Father put that spirit on people, people are going to do what they're destined to do. And people are going to do things that they say they wouldn't do, and they would do it. It says, and every neighbor will walk with slander. You ain't going to be able to trust nobody, man. Not one bit. This is Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 5. And they will deceive every one his neighbor, and will not speak the truth. They will taught their tongue to speak lies, and weary themselves to commit iniquity. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 6. Thine habitation is in the midst of deceit. Through deceit, they refuse to know me, saith the Lord. So a lot of these people say, oh, I know the Father and this and that, but it's through deceit. And they didn't take that time to learn the teachings of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Refuse to know me. They refuse. We tell people constantly on a regular basis, hey man, this is the way. You have to undo that thinking. It's just like the video that I posted on my page showing Neo and a woman in a red dress. And it's funny how a brother brought that out, I think for the San Francisco camp. I was watching it today over and over. He was bringing it out, and that's why I mean, before he said it, but everybody has seen that movie if you've seen The Matrix. But if anyone ain't plugged into this knowledge, we can't trust them. They can potentially turn into an agent. Yeah, they could turn you in, they could betray you, they could be slanderers, and they actually had time to learn this word. Even these FBI agents that are listening to our cell phones, they're hearing the word too. This is their time to make their decision too. Whether they're gonna leave their post and pick up their torture state, or they're gonna stay. Only Lord knows. Some of them might actually leave and change, and they'll be on the run just like how we gonna be on the run. But this is showing you how this is going to turn out in these last days. Now, as you see in this scene, this guy's trying to protect his family. But you also have to understand, this shows you that a woman has to have a man. See, by you having a man, that is your protection. That is your hedge. See, a man is willing to, if you're a Proverbs 31 woman, this does not apply to any women that are not a Proverbs 31 woman. But if you are, this applies to you. Well, if you're striving to be one, through Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, that you will have protection. Because see, the elect come in all forms. Men, women, and children. But it's first starting off with the men. And if you are of the hopeful elect and you're a man and you have a significant other and children and you are of the elect, the Father will see you through. But that woman also has to be understanding. And that kingdom is just not going to be you and her. He gonna have other wives. That's how it is. And if you're not accepting it, well, then don't accept it. It's gonna happen anyway. You're just gonna have to learn to deal with it. Because women will be saved for childbearing, as is brought out in the scriptures. But as you see, all these women saying they don't need a man, they need a man. What if that man had actually killed her husband? She would have got ravaged right there in that store. And no one would have cared because everybody's trying to get the little bit of food that they can so they can save themselves. Let me let this scene continue to play. Now here you have the same guy that was protecting his wife. He sees the police coming. A man of authority. See, in that day, even them will be only looking to protect themselves in that day. In the day when we have civil unrest, and in the day when Yahawah returns. It's going to be the same way. If you're not of that fold of the 144,000 elect, these men will be acting just like this. Just like this. You will see this police officer, a man of authority, who he is not even thinking about that man. That man, if you notice, he's grabbing baby food, Infamil. He's only worried about what he has to do for his family. Chaos is outside. No order. Now, this is what we look for because we know even though this is going to be a time that we're going to be tested as well. Look at that daughter face. And the mom. It's fear. And see, that fear is what's going to make y'all women do what y'all have to do. It's that fear. And that's coming. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 5. And it reads, "And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable." That's how it's going to be. These young YNs ain't going to care. They're not going to care. And those that should be honorable, those police, people are not going to care about those police when all this stuff is really going. I mean, when it gets real bad. I mean, when these tractor trailers stop delivering this food. There are no more tractor trailers. There's no more you able to call 911. You are totally out there on your own. When it gets like that, people think it's, oh, I want this, yeah, we read it. Trust me. Most of these people saying that they wanted some of these men, trust me. You do not want nothing like this. But it has to happen because this is the scriptures. This is what must happen for us to get something better. And many of y'all have heard this over and over again. But y'all think this is a game. Y'all think the tractor trailer of food is going to keep coming in. Y'all think, the TV shows are going to keep going on. Y'all think y'all going to keep seeing your celebrities post their stuff on Instagram. That's what y'all keep thinking. It's going to keep happening. Y'all think stuff is just going to keep going on how it's been going on, and it's not going to change. You still think y'all going to have y'all TikTok? They said they were supposed to eventually turn off TikTok, and they haven't. Because they want to keep rock-a-bye baby. They keep rocking you back to sleep. And that's what's happening to you. You keep getting rocked right back to sleep, thinking that this is a joke. And you see videos of people making fun of the Israelites, Even though we don't mess with those other camps, but they still coming in the name of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi with the message. I mean, the message is what they coming in. And y'all think this is a joke. This is Matthew 24, verse 7. For nation shall arise, Salakia, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. The famines is going to be when them tractor trailers ain't pulling up to them grocery stores no more. Or those 7-Elevens. Whatever food you have is what you have. And you think you're just going to hunker down in your house? What are you going to do when you got a mob full of people out there? The same thing that happened in this grocery store is going to happen at your house. If you're really a man of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you're going to be on the move constantly. We're going to be pilgrims of this land. But see, this is just one of the stages. The MOB still has to be implemented. And that is going to happen very, very soon. And pestilence. Yeah, we got a new disease, disease X. And they're saying it's supposed to be way worse than what happened in 2019. And we keep having earthquakes. Last year we had so many earthquakes. Afghanistan, California, Japan. We had them everywhere. New York, California. I mean, it was endless how many earthquakes it just kept having. And it's not going to stop. Because, see, this is the signs. This is the signs. In diverse places. And I mentioned some of those places, but not all of them. And y'all think this is going to be a joke? Y'all didn't want to try to cling to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi? This verse right here is for y'all men that feel that y'all look like the Hulk, that nothing bad can't happen to you. And feel that you got a whole lot of guns and bulletproof vests. The whole thing is, if Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi ain't dealing with you, you're not going to have no protection. That is the main thing. Yeah, some of us brothers going to have to get down during that time. It's not going to be squeaky clean for any of us. Because we gonna be fed during these crazy times. We're going to have food to eat. And we might get into a couple of altercations, not looking for them. But if it does come, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we're going to get the strength. And we're going to be able to push those people back. So we have to do what we have to do to survive. But the Father is going to be trying us in the fire, but also protecting us at the same time. This is Isaiah 42, verse 14. And it reads, I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once. Some of these men is going to be like that. They're going to cry like a travailing woman. A woman that's in fear. A woman that's scared to the bone. That's how some of these men are going to be like. Because the destruction is going to be now. And there's going to be nothing you're going to be able to do about it. As you see the fear on this mother and daughter, imagine if her husband would have got killed. After they would have ravaged the mother, they would have ravaged the daughter, and even probably the very little daughter. The daughter looked like she could possibly be a teenager. But you're going to have all type of sick people out there. Just as that guy that was in that grocery store. He was looking and praying on her. And you're going to have men praying on your children. And you're going to have men praying on men. Yeah. You're going to have people at their all-time finest doing all type of wickedness. And that's the scriptures that I brought out. You had time to listen to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So if you're not, all these things that you've seen in this video, this very short clip, will happen to you. It will happen. And you see how even the father, he's at fear too. He is at fear of what could happen. And that's how it's going to be. Just as a blink of an eye. People are going to be running. All this stuff is just going to happen at one time. And there's going to be nothing you can do about it. I hope that this lesson was edifying to all the Akim, to all the Aqua. Shalom.